Sport for me was and is vital to my everyday life, and obviously for my career aspect as well. But for everyday life, I don't think I would still have the physical capacities that I do. I think my disability would have degenerated much quicker if I weren't staying active at all times. And on the mental side, sport is what gave me that feeling of control in my life when everything else about my body was going wrong. So for me, even though I've had to switch sports, I at least know now that bocce I will be able to continue playing. When I can no longer pick up a ball or throw a ball, if I choose, I can change categories and start playing with a ramp. I have a degenerative neuromuscular disorder. It's still an idiopathic under the family of a complex hereditary spastic paraplegia. Blah, 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 blah. It's so rare that my genetic marker hasn't actually been found yet. When I'm disabled by my environment, because barriers are in place, such as accessibility or people's attitudes, that's what gets me down the most. And it's the little things throughout the day that add up, that sometimes at the end of the day you go home and you just want to scream and cry because there's so many things you want to be doing more, but you can't because you're limited. But then I look at my wall of medals, and I look at my wall of all my Paralympic pictures and competition pictures, and I say, if I was completely able-bodied, none of this would have happened. So in a way, it's kind of a blessing. We, as bocce athletes, do a lot of work with sports psychologists and different mental training exercises and meditation and biofeedback and all that sciencey stuff to help us control our emotions, our breathing, our focus. Some people say that 98% of bocce is played between both ears. So if you can have the perfect physical profile for the sport, but you don't have the mental strength to stay focused and concentrate and deal with your emotions, you're not going to get very far. So for me, it's a constant work in progress. That has always been my weakest point, has been dealing with external factors, so noises or temperatures or just anything that I can't control that may go a little bit wrong really gets to me. But I'm getting much better at being able to block those things out, and I keep having to repeat to myself, I can't change that things happen, I can only change the way I react to them, and that seems to be helping.